Hi there everybody. Some of you may remember a few months ago I thought I would set up a little Facebook group for people who were either working from home, who wanted to chat with others, or people who wanted to start a little home business or whatever on the internet. But I decided in the end not to do it because basically I had so much hassle from, mainly it was idiots who were saying I was going to make a load of money out of it and all this nonsense. And so I decided not to do it. But I've been thinking about it, and I'd like to try and actually do it, but I'm going to do it a bit differently this time. What I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to set up a little Facebook group, but it's going to be members only, so which will keep out all the idiots who are going to pull everybody else down by their negativity and sort of abuse I was getting and that. But when I say negativity, I don't mind people disagreeing with what I say, because that happens to me every day, or there's got different ideas to me. What I don't want is people that are just there to cause problems, or are not really that interested, who are going to pull everybody else in the group down. But I mean, discussion and decent arguments about stuff and that are good, I think. You may think, well, why would you want to listen to anything I got to say? Well, to start with, as most of you probably know, I was one of the people who started a really successful business 30 years ago, and is still very successful to this day. So that's one reason. As regards internet businesses, over the years I've spent thousands of pounds learning from people who I really respect. People like a guy called Armand Moran. There's an English guy called Andrew Reynolds. Look him up on Google. And not Andrew Reynolds, a skateboarder from America, but if you put someone like Andrew Reynolds, entrepreneur. Andrew Reynolds used to work for, I think it's Barrett Homes, and he decided to give it all up and start doing simple little internet businesses. I think so far he's made somewhere in the region of £50 million. So I would think that's quite a good guy to follow, wouldn't you? So these are the sort of people that I've learned from, and I'm hoping as well that naturally, I'm sure there's many of you who've got lots of ideas that I wouldn't have, and you may be able to pass me on some good information. One of the biggest things I had last time when I tried to do it is, like, you're going to make a load of money out of people and all this lot. Well, let me just say right at the very beginning that if I recommend something to you, I will only recommend something I've either used or I am still using, like a piece of software or something. And all right, sometimes the people that who I recommend to you would give me a bit of a commission. But I can promise you that if that was the case, before I recommend it, I would tell you that I'm going to get a commission. And then the decision's yours as to whether you want to do that or not. I thought the first little thing perhaps I may try is, because I've sort of learned about lots of different things, and I'm sure some of you are far more advanced on some of the things than I am, and you can help me. But one of the things that I find is, like, for example, with eBay, there's several people dabble with eBay, mainly selling old stuff around their house and whatever, and this, that, and the other. But I have some sort of friends and that who do it for a living. And when I say do it for a living, they make really good money from it. And there are just so many different ways you can do things there that possibly some of you don't know about. There are certain sites which will teach you to do things which are a little bit more, well, not technical, but little things which may benefit you, especially in finding things to sell. And I know a lot of you are probably thinking that things like, buying from China and all that, we all know about that from Alibaba and all that lot, but it's not that really. Some people do that, but there are lots of other things, and not only with eBay, also there's a lot of things going on with Amazon and that as well, which at some stage I will tell you. I'm hoping to make lots and lots of videos for the group in that, different things, and we chat about them, and you may learn some things. I'm open to give away a lot of things as well, which provide little programs and that which you may be able to do something with yourself. I mean, the problem we get is that many people still think there is this magic button you can press, because these people that sell this sort of thing on the internet, they play on people's consciences. The get rich quick thing. Trust me, I've been involved with the internet for probably since 1998, something like that, and that magic button is not there. They're greedy people making money from you. Straight away, I'm suspicious of somebody showing me their bank account. They even sometimes go live to the bank account and flick through it. That is so simple to do. It's a con. There's a piece of software which will do that easily. And so I'm very wary of anything like that. The magic bullet is not out there. If you want to start some sort of little internet business, I can promise you will be working quite hard. And also, what I would say, if you think that you can start, whether it's an internet business or whatever, you know as well as I do that you can't start any business without any money. If you haven't, if you're completely broke, then maybe the internet business, whatever, any sort of business is not for you. That you need to just keep working for someone else. But the one thing I can say is that to set up an internet business is far, far cheaper than any sort of business like a shop or something like that. So that's about it really. As I say, I would decide who can come into the group, which means I can also decide who I don't want in the group if they start any problems. Hopefully it'll work really well. If you're interested, I'll put a link to the Facebook group. As I say, the Facebook group probably just a start, because I have a website which I'm in the process of doing as well, which might be a little bit different, but that's in the future. As I say, I look forward to also learning lots of things from all of you, because I'm sure there's lots of things you know about that I don't. So if you're interested, as I say, I'm going to try to limit the number. I don't want too many people in there, because if, for example, we decide to maybe have a meeting somewhere, maybe we decide to go somewhere one night, and I could put on like a little video thing or something that we could all watch and maybe have something to eat. If there's like 250 people, it's going to be a bit tricky. So I want to try to limit the numbers, which makes it a little bit more manageable as well. So if you're interested, get in there and join the group, and then we'll see how it goes from there. If it doesn't work, we haven't lost anything. I just think it's a good idea. Hopefully you will, and look forward to seeing you there. Bye for now.